Hello, welcome back. I was not going to do this video either, but things are relatively relaxed right now. Kitten has been acquired relatively smoothly. Lilo only hissed just a little bit, barely a growl. Stitch slept through a tornado warning, a thunderstorm warning, and me bringing in a kitten and her slightly low, very quietly pretending to be mad at Ragna. And then I didn't know, I figured, well, Stitch is just going to sleep through everything. And then Ragna goes wandering into the bathroom, as kittens do because he's exploring. And I heard this low, grrr. And that's it. That's it, just grrr. And that was it. And then I looked under the chair, where Stitch likes to hide. Her eyes were like this. So it's like, I take it you met the kitten. And she just sort of stared at me like she was traumatized. So this is a relatively interesting turn of events. It appears that Stitch is more afraid of Ragna than he is of her. But she's gotten acclimatized to male cats because of the neighbor next door in the there's like the adjoining bedroom. It's theirs, but I have a door that goes to it that I can't use. And as I said before, that cat likes to hide in there, and he'll growl, he'll bang on the door and try to start a fight. And Stitch used to give him a good fight through the door. They would just like hiss and growl at each other and slam on the door and scratch on the door and all this stuff. And then she got to the point where she just sort of growls at him like, you know what? Dude, you're not even worth the trouble. So she's at 4 years old. A little bit more than 4 now because she was born in July. So, yeah, July of 2022. So, yeah, she's 4. Yeah, she's 4 years old. Which, 4 years old in cat years. In human years, she's probably like, what, in her 50s? Late 40s, early 50s? Yeah, so girl can't be bothered. She can't be bothered. She's just like, whatever. You know what? I got used to one kitten. No, I'm not lonely anymore. I get a little booger baths, even though she's a year old and she can give herself a bath. It's like, whatever. So she'll be doing that with Ragna in no time. And I'm pretty sure at some point, Lilo will be giving Ragna baths as well. He's going to be one spoiled, rotten little kitten. He's going to be a spoiled baby boy. And the joke is, like I told people, they will find Ragna adorable and cute. But they are still going to find him to be a filthy beast. If you know, you know. If you played BlazBlue, you get the reference. Enough about cats. And that's enough cats for now. 3 cats is plenty. 2 girls and a boy. Although, since I do like to name in pairs, that's been a thing since my mobile home. Actually, before the mobile home. I'm not planning on getting any more. I had thought about Ozzy and Sharon at one point if I would have gotten another pair of cats similar to Jack and Clara, who were from 2 different litters at 2 different times. So Jack was with Sally because I thought Jack was a boy. I got Sally, then I got Jack. And then later I got Clara and his brother, which I named the doctor. He actually answered to Eccleston, which was hilarious. He was a grumpy cat, part tuxedo, part Siamese, so he looked like he had that bandit mask like Grumpy Cat. And Clara had the big, like, eyeliner and big, pretty eyes. Like, so I figured, well, the doctor and Clara. And then Clara ended up being a boy. I ended up adopting Doctor out, as I said, to a co-worker's brother. So then it was just, so it was Clara by himself. My sister discovered that Clara was a boy. I got him neutered not too long after that. But anyway, Jack and Clara and Sally all became a bonded trio, but mainly it was Jack and Clara. And that was Ozzy and Sharon energy right there, because female orange tabby, very bossy. So I literally do. I have a picture of her laying on top of Clara with her front leg over his neck, like, okay, you're my pillow. I'm sleeping on you. And he's like, okay, I'm the pillow. Yes, ma'am. Ozzy and Sharon energy. If I would have gotten them, if I would have thought more about, if I would have been thinking more about the Osbournes, because I'd watched it with my parents years previous, and I would have gotten Jack and Clara about the same time, and I would have gotten them about the same time and gotten them the time I was still watching the Osbournes with my parents, they would have been Ozzy and Sharon. So basically, if I tell myself, if I ever get another pair of cats, orange female tabby and a fluffy Maine Coon, laid back, shaggy boy, they would be Ozzy and Sharon. Hasn't happened. So now I've got Lilo and Stitch, or Stitch and Lilo, because I got her first. And then now I've got Ragnar. So if I get another boy, which I'm not planning on, but cat distribution being what it is, if it decides I need another cat, then I will get another cat. And if it's a boy, then it'll be a boy. And that being said, back to Blaze Blue, then the next boy will be Jin Kisaragi. Yes. So then we will have Ragnar the Blood Edge and Jin Kisaragi. So I don't think we're going to do that because 3 is enough. This is an open space, but if I do ever have to move, it's going to be interesting. Okay. That's not why I'm here to talk. I'm not here to talk about cats, but that was fun. That was fun. Okay. We've got this. Prophecy, Pinot Noir, The Traveler. And as I said, yes, I drank a little bit, well, more than a little bit, but I promised I wanted to save some for the new people. I don't know if it's Oracle or Tarot. This is The Traveler, and I've had before the Lovers, the King, or is it the Monarch or whatever? So I've had the Traveler, the King or Monarch or whatever it is. Yeah, the Traveler, the King, and the Lovers, I believe, and the Priestess. So now I've got this one, and I think I've got the Priestess and the Traveler. So I'm going to try and collect those again. So I'm going to try and curate my collection of bottles and whatnot, because like I said, I like the artwork. If it's kind of spooky, kind of odd, and if it's beautiful, that's a plus. So I'm going, after that's cleaned and dried, I will put it on that rack, on that shelf rather, and I will store one of the others and keep it and maybe rotate it back out or make it into a candle holder or whatever, depending on my mood. So that's that. We're starting that collection over again, basically. So here we go. This is Prophecy, The Traveler, Pinot Noir. And it said, oh, let me read this to you for the new people. Yes, we have some new people. We lost a lot of people, and we're getting more people back. So for the new people, here we go. Prophecy, The Traveler, Pinot Noir, California. At Prophecy Wines, our inspiration comes from the beauty of the harvest and the possibility of greatness in a glass. Wines are drawn from our premier global vineyard sites, individually selected to bear each of the varietal's defining characteristics. Prophecy Pinot Noir showcases the best of California. The wine is elegant and medium-bodied, with luscious layers of red cherry and raspberry, complemented by complex spice notes, leading to a velvety, smooth finish. And for some strange reason, they never explain their choice of the character on the bottle. I suppose if you look it up online, it would say. Of course, we got the skeleton hand. I need to wash this again. It's got some spots. But when you don't have a dishwasher, it's kind of difficult to get all the spots unless I dry everything right away, and I don't always have the motivation to do that. glasses on. Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say cherry. I had to thinking, did I read that? Yes. So it does taste like black cherries. And a little bit of spice. It is smooth, medium body. It's not very. It's not sweet, but it's not overly dry either. It goes well with chocolate. I had a piece of fudge earlier. I definitely recommend getting Prophecy, The Traveler. And no, I'm not sponsored. I'm never sponsored. I was slightly sponsored at one point by the Matter Hatter Tea Review because they would buy me some things for my tea reviews. But life happens and they're no longer really doing videos anymore. And they were going to make their own brand of tea, but the price of tea became too high. I miss chatting with them online, and I miss watching their videos. But 99% is all of me. All me. I buy everything myself, basically. Well, except not. I especially do now because I don't have somebody buying me little things every once in a while here and there. So it's on me. I do buy everything I record videos on. I use my phone. I've got a new phone. It took me a little while to get the money together to have it. I wanted to wait till just the right time. I upgraded to a Google Pixel because the TCL was going the way of the LG, and they quit making those too. I thought that was going to happen, and it did. The Google, it's okay. I lost some important files in doing the data transfer because there were some things that were emailed to me that I downloaded to my phone, and Google goes, "New phone, who this?" And it's sad because they were obituaries. One for my father and one for my younger son. So I can no longer open those files, but a family member of mine has them in their computer, so they're going to print them out for me and get them to me the next time we get together, which should be Saturday. But other than that, it's not a bad phone. The quality is good. I would say the quality is about as good as when I had the Next Vision and the HDMI TV quality on the TCL. But anyway, so this is what we have until it goes obsolete. Oh, the neighbor's leaving. Okay. I'm a nosy. Okay. Back to what I was talking about. But anyway, yes. To go back to what I was saying, I'm not even casually sponsored at this point. Viewers have dropped a little bit. During the pandemic, we spiked. A lot of people were at home, so we had more people then. And some people, the way I look at it, if they don't agree with what I believe, what I stand for, they don't have to stick around. I've lost some people that way over, things I believe in, things I stand for. So that's no great loss. And I've lost some goth people because I'm not goth enough for the goths. A couple of you did hang around, and I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you very much. And I don't do enough DIY for the crafters to really hang around much either. I'm not crafty enough for the crafters. I'm not goth enough for the goths. And I do enough alcohol reviews to keep the beer reviewers around. And everybody else is just sort of people who go through the library and go, oh, I like this and I like that, and then they just sort of hang around. So to all of you who have hung around all these years, yeah, we're under 300, but 288, that's not, is it 288 or 282? We're close to 300. If we can get back up to 300, that would be fantastic. But I'm not one of those people who are going to do clickbaits. I don't do clickbait. I don't do things for clicks. I don't do things just for likes. Although, when I find something I like, I'll think, oh yeah, that would make a good video. I can share that with people. So I buy things I like I said before. One of my things is I find things that I like that I think you would like, and those are the things I share with you. Sometimes I find things I like that you might not like, and I buy them anyway, and just don't record it. So basically, I try to curate what I record for you because it's things that I'm pretty sure you will like. I'm rambling and talking, but it's been just this year alone has been something. So yes, I do get rambly sometimes, and I go off on tangents and I talk a lot. I do that anyway, but especially now. So we'll see what we can do to get back up, get our viewers and subscribers back up. If I quit talking about random garbage so much, that might help. And again, back to the wine. Like I said, it's smooth. It does have a black cherry flavor to it, which is nice. Slightly spicy. Medium body. It's not sweet, but it's not overly dry either. And this is where I get confused because it's been a while since I really picked apart a wine. So would that be semi-sweet or semi-dry? Please drop me a comment down below. I need to get refreshed on this because I need to get back into doing wines more and cut back on the beers just a little bit and get a little bit more diversity back into the reviews with that. And I also need to get more with goth stuff too. But I've been ordering a lot of housewares lately because I'm trying to cut back on what I need to get in the way of groceries by way of cab. So, anyway. That being said, I need to get the TJ Maxx again. There wasn't anything there worth getting last time. I did not really like the Halloween stuff. I know, it's too cute. It's too cute. I don't want my stuff cute. I want kind of cute, like, yeah, I did like the Summerween thing with the tropical monster drinks. I'll do that. Or like the country kitsch with the black hats and the orange and black checkers and stuff like that. And the vintage looking ghost pattern. That's cute. But if you've got ghosts with bows in their hair, they don't have, you know what I mean? Ghosts with bows and blushy cheeks and pink pumpkins? No. I can't do that. So I might try TJ Maxx again at some point. But I wasn't impressed with what they got so far. And I definitely did not like what I saw at Five Below at all. So it's getting harder to find decor. As someone who gets their decor during Halloween, it's getting harder for me because I don't like the cute stuff. So I'm rambling again. I'm gonna let you go. Yes, maybe we will do some more Halloween shopping further down. I do have things on the way. I have some bad shaped kitchen scrubs coming. I did a brief video with Grimoire Teas. They came today. I did an unwrapping of that. I thought I bought 3 discontinued, but only got 2. I'm not going to quibble. Maybe they ran out of the third one. I know I paid for all the discontinued ones. So maybe they didn't charge me for the one that I didn't get. But anyway, so Grimoire teas, I'm wrapping for that, the 2 that I got, plus some skull-shaped kitchen scrubs, which I'm going to use in the bathroom because I don't want to get food stains on them. Bat-shaped scrubbies on the way, a skeleton in a coffin, kitchen runner, and then a side table for the porch, some hair clips, and I may or may not have some more goofy baggy pants for bumming around, because I do like my leggings, but sometimes when it's hot and sticky like this, I like a big baggy pair of yoga pants for just knocking around the apartment, because I don't really wear shorts unless they're pajamas. So more of that coming. Whimsical stuff. Whimsical housewares and some whimsical clothing coming. Plus we're going to have 5 more tea reviews. 1 more wine review after this. So 5 teas and a wine. And then whatever comes in from Temu, etc., that's worth doing a review on, I will do that. So we've got enough for a couple weeks. So stay tuned. Again, I'm going to let you go. It's over 20 minutes. So, again, I'm rambling. I apologize for being waffly and rambly. But if you like these crazy videos, please give them a claws up. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell once. Just, if you really, really like my nonsense. Those of you who have been around all this time, kudos to you. And if anybody else is willing to put up with this, please subscribe. Hit the bell twice if you want notifications as to when this crazy person is going to do more stuff. Always feel free to comment down below. And as always, please drac responsibly. Give the designated Dracula a chance to imbibe if they wish. Give your monster friends a place to crash or a safe ride home if they've imbibed too much. And please, take care of the monsters that are metamorphosizing, you know what I mean. Help them through the process. And we also need to take care of the bunnies and all the other creatures as well that are in dangerous times right now. So basically, take care of each other, be each other's family, be each other's friends. Check up on your friends, especially with the weather the way it is right now with the heat. And some people not having enough money either. So please, help your fellow monsters out if you can. I love you all very much. And make sure the vampires take their umbrella and their 100 SPF so they don't turn into a pile of ash, because we don't want to have to worry about that as well. I love you all very much. See you next time. Bye.